DC Multiverse! This guy's a monster! Holy jumpins'! There's so much weight to this package. If I didn't know any better, I'd think that there was a brick in here. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be having a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman Earth -1 Devastator action figure. The front of the box for this figure is the same old McFarlane Toys black, white, and blue packaging. No surprise here. We got the left-hand side, big, bold, white letters, Batman Earth 1 from Dark Knight's Metal. And here's the other side of the box. Looks like Batman Earth 1. Some of the window wrapped around logos and whatnot. Turning the box around, we can see a nice image of the Devastator, which will also be the trading card, as well as other figures you can get in the DC Multiverse action figure line from McFarlane Toys. But we're not here to look at the box. We're here to open it, so let's just open it. Less yacky, more Yankee. Oh, dude. This is magnificent. Get out of the... Get out. Oh, there's the stand. Typical round black McFarlane Toys DC stand. And there's the trading card. Told you it would look exactly the same as the back of the box. Here's the profile card on the back. You could pause to read that if you'd like to. Basically, Superman was going on the fritz. It's that nightmare scenario of what happens if Superman decides to go bad. And Batman was like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Well, I got one last trick up my sleeve as a last resort. I'll inject myself with the Doomsday virus. And then I shall become Doomsbat. Why didn't they choose to call him Doomsbat? That would have been so much more fun than calling him the Devastator. Oh my God. What am I looking at? Oh, seriously. Look at this thing. It's a beast. It's a monster. I mean, yes, I realize that's true in every sense of the word. This really is a beast and a monster. But seriously, look at this dude. Holy crud. This bad boy here, this is nightmare material. This is the thing of nightmares for the DC universe. And this is so fantastically replicated from the source material. Look at this. This thing is detailed to the nines. Sculpted like crazy. Dude, check out his shoulder bone protrusions sticking out there. They're black instead of white like Doomsday's. And look at all this crazy forearm detail with the bony protrusions and the knuckles. Like, seriously. Imagine getting walloped up the side of the face with that fist. And I don't think anybody's gonna be giving him a pat on the back anytime soon. No siree. I like how the lines of his ripped shirt or uniform is just hanging there over his body like that. And look at these ripped Incredible Hulk trunks. I mean, come on. You know that this gives you their Incredible Hulk vibes, right? They're not really trunks, are they? They look like trunks. They're pants that have been ripped. I'm dwelling on this one way too long. Getting kicked in the shins? Well, that doesn't bother this guy. His shins are covered with more bony protrusions. I will say this, though. Dude really has to clip those toenails. I can see some real foot fungus problems there. The little Devastator emblem right here on his chest, that's painted nice and clean and crisp. And look at that face sculpt. Just... dude, that is terrifying. This is epic. Look at this. Just what a fantastic looking nightmare this is. And look, he can open his mouth. Actually, it comes with his mouth open in the package. You can see his little tongue there. That's the same tongue that he uses for devouring your soul. He doesn't do that. This is not Evil Dead. I'm so impressed with this heavy, girthy Bat Doomsday Devastator figure. Seriously, do they make them any cooler than this? Let's check out his articulation. He looks cool, but how well does he pose? Well, we know that the spiky McDoodles up here on his shoulder, on each of them, that's definitely going to be a problem with posability, so up, and that's it. However, you can always do one of them and just move his arm all the way around like that, so he can totally reach for the stars. The cool thing is he does have that added articulation that McFarlane puts in their figures, so he can go out about that, and it actually looks good. It covers up some of the hinge as well, if nothing else. Even if it doesn't add extra articulation in this case, it definitely helps the aesthetic. You can also see right here, there's a bicep swivel right in there. Or is it a bicep swivel? That's, you know what? That is a bicep swivel quasi-elbow swivel, because the joints are so close. He's also got, oh, they're stiff, single jointed elbows, and That's about as far as you're gonna get those. I know some people aren't gonna like that. Yeah, I don't really care. I don't plan on putting him in any crazy poses. And then his wrists, you can see there's like a hinge right here, which means it goes that way. Oh my god, that is tight. There. That's basically what you're gonna get. Squish his arm down here. So yeah, both the hinges in his wrists are front to back hinges and not side to side. He has 2 articulation points in his body, one here and one here. And with that, you can, let's see what you can do. Oh, well, that's not bad. That's all right then. Gonna do a devastating leg splat and gonna have a little peekaroo on the inside. You can see his Doomsgroin here has those McFarlane hinges there that also you could do a little rotatey like that, and they go out about that, and his pants get in the way that much. Nothing here in articulation for the leg. Articulation doesn't pick up again until you get to the knee and the ankles. So the knee is, oh, that is tight. That's what he gets in the knee. And it also rotates, and then he's also got that great big hinge right here in the front of his foot, and that, oh boy, what does he get there? Oh, plus he's got toe articulation. Well, the cat's out of the bag now. Toe articulation. But back to that ankle hinge. Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty good, isn't it? And it also rotates because it's got a pivot. Pivoty, rotatey, hingy ankles with foot fungus. Told ya, dude needs to wash his feet. Right here, I'm not sure if you can see it, there's all this dirty gudge that's been coming out of his toenails. You need to go take shower! For the comparative portion of the video, I thought it might be kind of fun to compare him first off to the Storm Collectibles Injustice Lobo figure. This is one of my favorite figures of all time. Next, it's time to bring in the... Oh, hang on a second. I need to move the camera back. That's a big figure, okay? Next, I thought I would bring in my oh-so-ginormous Mattel Doomsday figure. This is one of my favorite figures of all time as well. And he is just massive and dwarfs this guy. Next, I thought it might be kind of fun to bring in the Doomsday from the DC Icons action figure line. This is not a super well-articulated Doomsday, but certainly one of the coolest looking. Next, let's bring in Batman in his Hellbat suit of armor. That's what you're going to get for size and scale comparison between these two. Just for funsies, I thought I would bring out the Mafex Dark Knight Returns Batman figure on account of he was still on my review bench. And then finally, because it's Superman that Batman turned himself into the Devastator to defeat, I thought I would bring in my custom Christopher Reeve head sculpt McFarlane Toys Superman figure. And there's a chance that you may want to pose Superman and the Devastator together, so it was relevant to bring him out. And then finally, it only makes sense that I would bring out the Murder Machine, the Dawnbreaker, and the Batman Who Laughs and pop them into a picture with him as well. Some people have argued that the Devastator might actually be just a little bit too small, a bit too short. I probably would have liked this figure to be about a head taller. But honestly, I can't look at this thing in front of me and complain about it because I'm just too impressed to start nitpicking. I know that some of you probably wish that McFarlane had have actually done a regular Doomsday as opposed to the Devastator Doomsday, and he may. I mean, we know that Todd likes to make things that he thinks look cool, and Doomsday is right up there with I would imagine Todd thinks looks cool. So maybe hold out hope for the idea that he may reuse some of these parts and give us an actual in-continuity regular Doomsday too. Who knows? So I can absolutely say that I give this guy my full 100% Brad the DC Universe Geek approval. I think that this figure looks fantastic. It certainly has a reasonable amount of posability and articulation for a figure this big, that you also want to keep the coolness looking factor. You don't want all kinds of ugly looking open joints. Bang for buck, $19.99 for this guy in the States? They're giving it away. They're giving it away. But yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Hopefully you found this video to be a useful, interesting, entertaining waste of time for the day. And if you did, well, I'm glad to be of service, and I will see you next time with the next one. Have a super fantastic DC day, everybody, and take care.